Director Chen, the construction vehicle has been deployed. We also cleared away the surrounding debris. Our crew is ready to go once we're done with fine-tuning the vehicle.
Good job. Now, we'll wait for the Endmen to... Ah, looks like they've arrived.
Administrator, Supervisor Perlica, thank you so much for saving my life out there. While you launched the attack on the Valley Fort, we found many lost crewmates. We also freed some imprisoned survivors. It's all thanks to Enfield that we managed to escape. At least the defeat of that Rodom forced the other breakers to slow down. We can actually start hoping for the situation to get better.
Yeah, but now we should focus on the work at hand. Endman, we're almost done clearing away the landslide. The next step of our operation may begin. Unfortunately, we cannot get in touch with the UWST site directors of the Power Plateau. We lost every drone we dispatched to that area. Severe radio interference is denying our efforts to call them.
The Bone Crushers clearly possess some radio interference equipment. But why would they do all this? What are they after?
The Power Plateau has an Originium power plant. It's the primary source of power in Valley 4, and has been closely monitored by the UWST. The UWST also has an ether test site at the plateau. I don't know what the Landbreakers are looking for, but losing the place would deal a grievous blow to our side. That's right. There is a quasi-permanent ether rift in Valley 4. The test site has been monitoring this phenomenon for quite a while. There are plenty of such ether rifts throughout Talos too. Most are undetectable to the unaided eye, and they often bring about blight disasters or affect the vicinity in various ways. Suffice to say, the UWST has deployed sizable defenses to the Power Plateau. They should be able to hold out for a while.
I just hope they can defend the Originium power plant properly. Nefereth has been making her underlings sabotage the power systems.
Don't worry. Everyone in Valley 4 knows how important the power plant is. You see, it's a stronghold. If nothing goes wrong...
It's like I'm chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom, now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. This is my kingdom, and you can take my freedom. It's like I'm chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom, now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. This is my kingdom, and you can take my freedom.
Holy! Isn't that the direction of... An ether rift has opened. How did this happen?
Come in a minute. You copy? Admin, Supervisor Perka, do you copy?
Wolfguard, we've witnessed ether rupture taking place at the Power Plateau. Are you all right?
Firelight confirmed. Cover secured. Large Val B assembling plateau. Prepare for... I repeat.
Wolfguard? Wolfguard! Signal's out.
Administrator! Supervisor Perlica! The Power Plateau! Something terrible has happened there! Blight reactions everywhere! All readings are going beyond the threshold!
When the ether side comes in contact with real space, it creates a rift and triggers a blight reaction. Nefereth may have energized the previously stable ether rift at the Power Plateau. She has planned this deliberate act of sabotage.
What we're seeing right now is similar to an eruption of a dormant volcano. Except this one spits the blight, and it's way more dangerous than lava.
Director Chin, we need an evacuation plan.
The hub area is safe for now, but with such violent ether activities going on, the spreading blight might soon reach this place. If the blight destroys more of our roads and transport routes, the results would be disastrous.
Hold on. I got a solution. Do you remember the TATA prototype we were working on? The prototype can stabilize ether energy fluctuations. If we can get it close enough to the rupture rift, we might contain its spread. I can even adjust its large area arts unit. This will let the prototype get rid of localized blight. Oh yes! This is totally doable.
Really? That chunky bot can do that?
Director Chief, we've cleared the road to the Originium Science Park. The situation at that place isn't looking too good either.
Time is critical. Have your crew move the prototype there now. Administrator, Supervisor Perlica, we'll meet up with you at Vanikov's site.
Oh, Chin, you had to jinx it. The moment you said it, the moment it happened. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Arknights Endfield episode 13. Lucky 13, but trust me, this is a good one, because we're gonna be progressing the story to more important events. Not saying the Overy Quarry wasn't... well, actually it wasn't. It was a little bit unimportant. It was still astonishingly beautiful. It was a good exploration part of the map, and another source of resources, mainly amethyst. But time to move on to the Originium Science Park. That's where we're headed today, and we just hit exploration level 2. And we're finally gonna be able to level up our characters from 30 to 40. Gonna be doing that later, not immediately. Exploration level, remember, it's important because it's gonna help you with level caps, daily refreshers for gatherables, amongst other things. And eventually, I think it's when you reach exploration level 3 actually, that you can start decreasing the level of the world, because as you raise it, the enemies, the base level of enemies, it's gonna rise as well, so that you can face a bigger challenge, because you're not gonna go around the hub again for, I don't know, farming materials and still encountering enemies level 1, right? Would make sense with your level, I don't know, 60, 90 characters, right? So certain areas, the enemies are gonna have a minimum level of 30. But turns out that if you want to try a new team that you haven't leveled up, you're gonna have them, well, level 1, and you won't be able to fight level 30 enemies. You can bring down the level.
Theoretical feasibility. The technological basis for the TATA prototype was formulated at the ether test site.
It was built using valuable data that cannot be acquired elsewhere. Ivan would spend all day arguing with people about the prototype. Unfortunately, we don't have a chance to field test the thing. But I hope that our theories are correct.
Okay. So we're finally gonna be using the prototype. Sounds good.
How are you doing? Is the crew affected by the ether rupture that just took place?
Everyone's fine. We followed the rules and evacuated for a bit. Thankfully, nothing too serious happened around here. But there's major blightery on the other end of this road. A few crewmates are already off to deliver the most essential supplies to the place. But there's just too much blight. We can't afford to risk our lives.
Being cautious is the right move. You need professional tools to handle professional work.
My eyes.
We managed to make the prototype work on time. All thanks to the AIC and our hub-base engineers.
What a weird shape. But actually the face is on the side. If you take a look at it closely.
Once you're in a severely blighted area, activate the prototype's active interference function. This should expose the blight core. Then you'll have to manually inflict some physical interference to the exposed core.
You mean some chopping and slashing?
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. This is way easier than a class on theoretical blightery.
Of course. But don't forget about the prototype's true function. Do whatever you can to escort it safely to the Power Plateau. We must use it to stop the expansion of the Ether Rift. Your mission will determine the survival of everything in Valley 4.
Don't worry. We'll keep the prototype safe. It is our chance to avert this crisis. Let's not dally, team. Time to go.
So, no pressure.
Try to let the prototype travel on level ground. This road should take you to the Power Plateau.
Calling it prototype just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, Chen's gonna find a nickname for it. But so interesting. They had an ether test site on the Power Plateau, which caused this. I mean, I'm not surprised. What did you expect when working with ether? But from what I understand, it's important in order to, well, fight it, understand it, control it, whatever. I thought we were going to go to the Power Plateau through that other road. I thought that's the one they were clearing, not this one. We're gonna be taking the long road here, so we're gonna have to go through one, maybe two maps to get there. And it's funny because it should be right next to the hub.
Translator, tranquil, automatic, mobile cart. I remember it being TA or something. I'll just call.
Yep, sorry, I was too fast. I caught you, Chen, but we got it. It's Tata, yeah.
Stop! The area up ahead is under a state of emergency. No one is allowed to enter. Head over to the sentry post and register your identities. Let me
hello?
see. 3 individuals and a strange machine. We have a Liberi, a Vivra, and you're an Ager.
What did you just call me?
You got it wrong. Look closely. I'm not a Vivra. I'm a Lung.
Does that mean you're from the Hongshan Academy of Sciences? Why are you here?
We are from Endfield Industries. Director Chin should have synced our information with the UWST already.
Endfield Industries? Let me check our personnel information database.
Another misinformed dude.
You're not in the Endfield personnel database. Identify yourself.
Oh, I am the administrator of Endfield Industries. Rings a bell?
I guess that explains it.
You wanker.
Identity verified. Supervisor Perlica and Operator Chen, we have to be extremely circumspect given the sudden nature of the attack. And Administrator, the Security Bureau knows what your presence means for our situation. The UWST Security Bureau has no records of your information, but this Endfield file has been approved by my superiors. I have faith in your identity. I believe you're here for that rift in the sky, right?
Yes. We're still investigating the Ether test site disaster, and must reach the place quickly.
Pursuant to the provisions of the Accord, the UWST is obliged to lend you assistance in your operations. But my primary task is to search and rescue local survivors. Apologies, but I'm afraid I must stay at my post. Keep going down this road and you'll reach the Ether test site. However, you might encounter masses of blight on your path.
Thank you for sharing this information. How should we address you?
Fabian Collins.
Mr. Fabian, you look troubled. Has the science park suffered major damage?
Well, I don't think the show could get any better. We've already got the Angeloy, the Blight, and Breaker scum in the mix. Who knows? Perhaps another surprise is waiting round the corner. But the fact that you're here proves the road to the hub is open. That's my first good news of the day.
The hub base is relatively safe for now. You can evacuate to that place for shelter.
I can't leave my post just yet. We only managed to evacuate a fraction of our crew. The Security Bureau has a list of names of everyone in the science park. I've got to verify the status of their personnel one by one. Plenty of them are still in need of help and rescue.
All right then. I'll leave this place in your hands. We must be off.
One more thing. There's a colleague of mine conducting SAR operations up ahead. Her name's Eliza. You might want to talk to her if you run into trouble. Good luck out there.
Will you people stop jinxing it for 5 seconds, please? Anyways. And let's go with greet. Or was it the third one? So yeah, Fabian Collins. If your job is to rescue people, why are you stopping me?
I hope
Why are you
everything
doing
will work
here?
out for us.
Fabian Collins, professional wanker. Is it British? Alright. Yeah, so anyways, let's carry on. But actually before that, I'm very interested in exploring this place. And look at that! Is that what I think it is? Hey, yes! Ferrymore! Finally, we found it! Oh, this is so good, because I've been wanting to just build everything that I have available in the EIC Index tech tree. And a lot of it, because I already went through the, the guides to use the facilities, a lot of it requires Originium ore. Oh, well, there's also a lot that requires something called sandleaf, which I haven't found yet either. But Ferrum is the basis for a lot of things from here on.
Quick, get over here! Analyzing.
And I'm finally gonna be able to mine it.
Let me give it a go.
Or at least that's what I thought. Got a little bit overly excited. At least... Oh, Orlin. Nice. So at least I can mine the deposits that we have exposed over here. The ones that you can hit and mine.
Andre says we could still make it, but every time I look up, I feel that the swirling mess in the sky is telling us to hurry up and get it done.
Yeah, the ferrium mineral beds are gonna be requiring a more advanced type of mining rig. The electric mining rig type 2, basically the second version. The standard mining rigs cannot mine ferrium ore, they can mine Originium and Amethyst, no problem with that, but ferrium will need that one. And funny enough, because in order to build it, you need ferrium ore. You need ferrium parts. So it's gonna take me a while to come back here and set the mining rigs to automate the process. For now, I only have this bit that I collected. It'll suffice to build a few mining rigs Mark II and make them, place them, and start making a proper factory. At which point I'm gonna remove everything that I placed in that other video and make a new factory. I'll be showing that to you. Shouldn't be as long as of a video and of a process as previously, because I've already shown what I wanted to about building a factory. So let's take a closer look around here. Look at that.
This path is blocked. We might have to find another way around. I mean, do we have another way around to start with?
Well,
Light. Can't believe it has taken hold so quickly.
why did we bring the robot if we're not gonna use it?
Don't get too close. They're extremely dangerous.
Okay.
The rift above the Power Plateau seems to be exerting rather horrendous effects. These scars upon the land can only be inflicted by violent ether activities. The area will be continuously exposed to ether energy. The survival of all living beings will be jeopardized.
So, how are we supposed to get through this place?
Hello.
Oh! We almost forgot about you!
You
So
almost
Yvonne's
forgot about
designs can
him.
work.
It. Whatever.
Prepare to activate the prototype.
Right. Before I do that, I want to explore this place a little bit because I don't know if you've picked up already on some of my habits. I like going the wrong way first and then the right way. I mean, it's kind of a rule in gaming. I don't know if you do it. If you realize that you went into a cutscene or that you're already in the place where you're supposed to be, you go back to see what you missed. Because, you know, exploring is fun and gathering resources and good stuff that may serve you is good. And boom!
No
I
hardship
really
will
like Last
stop us.
Rite.
A well-deserved victory.
I highly recommend it. If you haven't pulled her from the basic banner or the New Horizons banner, and if you get that gift to select a 6-star operator, go for it. It's a really good investment. Or Ember. Ember is actually also really good. Just that Ember is a defender rather than DPS, so take that into consideration. And these guys, I wanted to talk about these guys, I forgot it, but these guys, while they seem tough because they have a shield so they take less damage, you can very easily increase their stagger bar faster than other enemies, right? So when their stagger bar is full, you'll activate the finisher and even deal more damage to it, so at that time, even if they have half health, if you have a good character, a good weapon, they're gonna go in one single strike. Alrighty, so I can't do puzzles because I need that Originium circuitry part, that one over there, so I'm gonna try to force my way in there. Look what I found over here. So, an Endfield operator in charge of the depot node. The depot node is actually a new mechanic, one that draws us nearer to a Death Stranding comparison. Remember when I compared it, because other players can place constructs in your world, or they place them in their world, they show up in yours. That's a little bit of a nod to Death Stranding. Here's another one. You'll be using the things that you build in your AAC factory and Valley Stock builds to trade with them to do jobs about basically delivering goods. You have to package them, you have to pick them up in one of these nodes, and then take them to a specific location. It could be one of those owl terminals where you gather resources for the Dijon, or it could be a specific NPC in the world map, and you'll get paid in Valley Stock builds. So it's actually cool. And you remember how in Death Stranding, if you are not careful with the package, you may lose it, you may fail the mission, you may get less rewards, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, because you may fall, the goods may get damaged. The same may happen here, under certain very specific conditions. So for example, most of the jobs that you take here will require you to just run to the place or walk to the place where you need to deliver the goods. By that I mean that you shouldn't, I mean you're not blocked from it, but you shouldn't use the TPs, because that will lower the good integrity, the goods integrity. They'll get damaged, basically. There are others that set conditions like don't jump too high. I mean, you can jump, but I mean jump from a tall height, right, from a very large distance, or don't get hit by an enemy. You'll get paid less, right? You can even take jobs from other people. You can even assign your own jobs to other people. It's actually really interesting. Makes it's adding even more mechanics to this already rich mechanic-rich game, right? Very interesting. So they are taken as emergency supplies that someone needed. I think this is a little bit of a hint to that quest from that guy. You remember what was his name? The German. Weitz, was it? You know, he was in that cage and he was like, situation normal. He was delivering emergency supplies, right? So we're kind of doing the same here. And it will open a quest for you to use this terminal. You can upgrade it with Valley Stock builds. So again, currency is so important. You'll use it for almost everything. So in this case, what you will get is a better quality of goods for packaging, larger boxes, more. But it's all for the roleplay. Basically means larger rewards, higher amounts of Valley Stock builds. So you're about to see the little mini game that you have to do. You don't have to really do much. You just click through it, through the process, and it's all done automatically. I mean, you can pick which goods to deliver, which, as far as I've been able to tell, doesn't really alter the rewards or the outcome of the mission. So you can just select the random box that you get here, select the mission. There will be different crates over here, small, medium, large. As you upgrade the depot node, you will get other options here. You can select, as you see, batteries, amethyst parts, originium, seeds, plants, canned citrum, everything. But if you click here and top it up to the max, it will simply select the max amount possible from the first resource that you have available, in this case LC batteries, and it will pack them. You will get an estimate of 60,000 Valley Stock builds from this job. It says estimate because the job will actually pay 50,000. If you accept the job right now, you will get an extra 18,000. So the total will end up being 68,000. Hence the approximate of 60,000, right? So yeah, you should always take the delivery immediately. Right now, as you've noticed, I'm not able to access that part of the map yet. Hence why another reason why I wish to force my way in. Spoiler alert, I can't, but I will try. I'll be damned if I can't. And or at least if I don't try is what I mean. And Where was I going with this? Yeah, you should accept the job immediately because you are not obligated to carry the goods right now. You can deliver them later. As far as I've been able to tell, there is no time limit for this. Still, you shouldn't take all your sweet time with it, like days or weeks, or because I do think these jobs eventually expire, or at least the ones that you can share. And but the thing is, you accept the job and then you pick up the goods from the terminal node, from the depot node, is what I meant. If you have zip lines, those will also be helpful for you. Most of the delivery jobs don't have any restrictions regarding zip lines. In fact, they encourage you to use them because, again, almost every single one of these tasks set the, what do you call it, the restriction or obstacle or setback that using ATP will damage the goods. Yeah, so right now I can do some deliveries in the next map that I unlocked for about 300,000 Valley stock builds. Again, not the main source of Valley stock builds. That's still going to be your elastic goods next to the trading with the outposts, but it's a nice additional income, right? So this is what I mentioned, delivery job transfer. You can transfer this to your friends list. Anyone available within your friends list is going to be able to pick up the job and basically get a fee for completing it for you. You also get a fee if they complete it on time. And yes, it did mention that if it's not done on time, you may get half the fee, but both get the rewards. Anyways, fun little system that was added to the game as well. One more thing that I did, diverting myself from the main objective, was check out this secondary quest, which I thought worth mentioning, just because it's with Thurston. And if you don't remember Thurston, we found him in the southeast area of the hub in an abandoned outpost with a lot of LB corpses. Basically, yeah, they were straight up killed by someone, some unknown assassin, presumably from another LB clan, let's call it, faction, tribe, because of the registries that we found. Here they mention other LB figures like Will-O-Wisp, and in others we'll find more of this. Essentially, it's a secondary quest line, yeah, a chain of secondary quests basically. So it may still be interesting, but I think it won't be as important as I thought originally. So let's get back on track.
Go for it, Tata. We're all counting on you.
Oh, and yeah, long story short, I wasn't able to get into the other part of the map. It's all blocked. I tried even placing a zipline by doing a plunge attack with Lazarite. It doesn't work. I wasted too much time, so I didn't add any recording of that. I'm sorry.
Nothing happened. Maybe Big Owl told me the wrong button?
Mr. Andre is unlikely to make mistakes in technical issues like this. Perhaps the experimental frequencies failed to simulate unexpected scenarios like...
Whoa! It worked! Prilica, take a look at this!
Success! That's the Blight core.
Wait, Tata's not looking good. I think it's heating up. Oh, it seems to be in pain.
This emergency operation might be a little too early for Tata. We must be very cautious in deploying its large area arts unit. Administrator, please destroy the exposed Blight core. That should clear the way for us.
No, I don't think it's too early for him. There's only one reason why electronics heat up more than they should. Well, they're not getting proper ventilation or cooling, or there's some sort of redundancy. They're making the processor work more than it should. So, well, it's just speculation. It's just a game, right? So, yeah. So this little guy analyzes the ether, exposes its core, at which time exerting some sort of physical damage or even arts damage will collapse the blight reaction. I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough to close that rift. Surely it will be stabilizing it, but there's gotta be something else to close it. Oh, British.
Oh, I thought I was done for. Thank you so much. And you are?
We're the Endfield crisis team.
Endfield? Oh, I guess you people got your sitch at the hub base under control. Are you alright? Need any help? Thank you, but I'm totally alright. In fact, I'm planning to take our wounded to the sentry post. By the way, I'm Eliza Collins, UWST Security Bureau. Pleased to meet you.
Collins? We just met someone from the Security Bureau called Fabian Collins.
So the wanker's your brother.
That's my brother. He always calls me his colleague for some reason.
Then that's definitely
Yeah,
him.
that was weird.
I'm guessing you're taking this road to reach the ether test site.
That's right. We actually wanted to keep going down the road, but
it seems you'll need to find another way.
Let's get closer to the cliff edge and take a look.
I like you. I don't like your brother. You seem more reasonable. And you seem to be doing your job. Well, you were trapped, but anyways.
Look, Administrator. The destruction caused by the Blight is truly a terrifying sight.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it through this road.
Director Chin, can you read me?
Loud and clear, Supervisor Perlica. Everything okay on your end?
The road has been swept away by a blight flood. We need a new path to the Power Plateau. Do you have any details on the situation at the Originium Science Park?
Hold on, I'm accessing the information. If the road is out, then the quickest way to the power plant is no longer available. Your new path starts at this point. You'll move through the transport nexus, then the Originium Science Park, and finally arrive at the research center. But be cautious. We've received confirmed witness reports of land breakers in the area. Stay on high alert inside the science park. Once you reach the research center, head to the back and take the mountain trail. It leads straight to the logistics area at the Origin load spring. And just a heads up, Supervisor Perlica, there's a vital ether side scientist still in the research center, but we've lost communication.
Yvonne. We'll try to get in touch with our scientist. Don't worry. Given Yvonne's skills, I'm sure things will be alright.
You're right. Everything is getting out of control after the Blight eruption. We really need the help of every expert on the ether side.
Agreed. By the way, is Mr. Andre still at the control tower?
Yeah, I'm right here. What do you need, Supervisor Perlica?
We followed the method you told us and got rid of a blight core. However, the prototype is now overheating abnormally. We might have overloaded its systems.
Overloaded? That shouldn't be happening. Wait, perhaps the large area arts unit is not fully adapted to the Blight-specific parameters. Depth readings must have changed drastically after the rift appeared. The figures seem way beyond our theoretical simulations. Oh, you're gonna look for Yvonne, right? Yvonne might know what to do. But, could you maybe hold back on using the prototype? At least until it's been inspected and repaired. We don't want any permanent damage to happen.
Understood. We'll try to avoid that.
So we're gonna have to take in an even longer way. Well, that's alright, we'll take the scenic route. Guess we'll finally be able to get past all that mist, right?
I heard that you're looking for a way through the Originium Science Park. I can lend this to you. It will help. This is an access card. I'm sure you know how to use it. Just watch out for the land breakers when you open the gate.
We will. Thank you.
Oh, one more thing. Some of our injured crew said Yvonne, that scientist in the research center, managed to hold off the breaker scum. Most wouldn't have made it out in time otherwise.
Got it. Please help evac the injured. We'll take care of the rest.
Will do. And pass my thanks to Yvonne. They can be a little strange, but in tough times like these, Yvonne really stepped up and became everyone's hero.
So, we're gonna finally be able to meet Yvonne.
Incredibly tough.
The research center is the most conspicuous one in there.
She did mention that she was here when that recording played from the prototype. You know, scolding Andrew for whatever he did to the prototype. Using a voice changer. Right, so let's get through these LBs.
Outstanding performance.
A great example for us, made possible by
I was noticing that
latest technology.
they actually respond
Fight our
really
way through
fast.
Mobs of land breakers.
Well,
Neferith
relatively.
definitely has some surprises for us.
And yeah, if you check down there at the bottom, that's where I went to try to get into the Originium Science Park unsuccessfully. But no matter,
It
we're
won't
finally
budge.
getting
Its
in.
power is out. According to the design plans, this gate is powered by 3 electric generators nearby. We should look around.
Since when did you get your hands on UWST blueprints?
This gate features a standard UWST architecture for frontier facilities. In fact, Endfield also constructed a few of these for them. Some of our own facilities are built with the same designs. We need amethyst parts to repair these generators, Endman. Let's make some.
Wouldn't that put us at risk? I mean, sharing is caring, but anyways. So, let's gather a few amethyst parts. I'm sure I have plenty, because I've been crafting them in order to trade with the outpost. There you go. We're maxed at 14,000. Remember, our previous cap was 8,000? I don't know how long ago that was, but I'm even beyond that now. Good as new. Let's move on to the next generators. Second one. Good as new as well.
Why
And
would
only
the
one to
breakers
go.
sabotage the generators?
The gate can be controlled from the inside. Perhaps the breakers were trying to prevent the UWST from sealing the gate.
Glad the UWST still pulled it off. The breakers trapped inside will be having a hard time.
And generator number 3 up and running.
All done. We can finally get inside the science park.
Don't lower your guard. We might encounter more enemies and the blight inside the place.
Enfielders. I guess this hasn't been the smoothest of your journeys.
Come on, Fabian. They just eliminated the blight and got us out safely.
Eliminated the blight? Well, I've heard about Enfield tech, but didn't expect them to... In any case, you have my most sincere gratitude.
And thank you for the access card.
Yeah, but we didn't run into many survivors along the way.
Only a few successfully evac'd to the sentry post. The sitch in the park is probably not too pretty. The crewmates told us that some escaped to the infrastation, while others were probably trapped in the underground areas.
Underground? But the breakers are down there too.
Well, we can only hope those modified devices do their job.
Staying here and praying won't do anything. Let's go.
You're heading back to the park?
As of now, half of our people are still unaccounted for.
If they live, we guide them out. If they fall, we carry them back. The United Syndicate leaves no one behind. No, this is our mission. You carry a far greater responsibility. We can't afford to hold you back. The fate of Valley 4 rests in your hands.
Then, we'll do our best to clear out the landbreakers in the park.
That will definitely help us a lot. We'll be right behind your team and search the areas you've passed through. Try to stay on guard. The road ahead isn't easy.
Yeah, and try not to stop any other important figure from coming this way. Why do I get the feeling that I've heard Alisa's voice somewhere else? I get the feeling that I've heard it in one of those shorts from this channel called Punky Doodles. They do D&D animations. You know which channel I mean? Anyways, let's go into the park.
Intruders, listen up! This is my turf! I've prepared some serious hell for all of you. Furnished with my latest and most powerful defense system. Generation 6 Order of Steel Oath Remake! So, for all you dumb crazies messing up my place, incineration awaits!
What was that? These emotes look rather familiar. Don't they remind you of Tata?
Yeah, it's Yvonne. It's obvious, no?
The creator does leave a rather obvious signature in these tiny details.
This entire place got really messed up. I don't think the map is gonna help anymore.
Let's just walk around this place. We'll find a way.
I mean, it may not be obvious if you haven't watched any trailer or anything previous to starting the game.
This path.
I mean, it could be obvious because it obviously is a voice changer, and now that you've seen the emote on that screen, it's the same emote on Tata's screen, right? Look at that. It's like inactive light, and I was just too curious not to step on the blight. So anyways, so if you've seen the trailers, you know what Yvonne looks like. And you know that's a voice changer. Whoa. Well, she's even on the banner and her current event, and she even has a story quest. So you see her there as well. But just in case you've been a little bit oblivious about it, if you don't know Yvonne's appearance and whole gist, you might be surprised by finding out what she really looks like and stuff. But
no hardship will stop us.
What I'm trying to say is the characters shouldn't be acting that surprised at this point. And it's also funny because they should already all know each other. Because in the first trailer, well, I don't know if it's the first trailer, but the most cinematic trailer for Arknights Endfield, they're all working together building the Dijon. Oh, look at this, the minerals. We got amethyst, right? Sparium ore, agarite cluster, and cuprium ore. Sounds like copper. Wait. So I'm gonna be finding these minerals in other maps ahead. Interesting. Or at least that's what I'm picking up, since we can mine amethyst and ferrium. But yeah, these characters should already all know each other, but they act like they don't.
That's the building we're trying to reach. But there's no way of us getting through that door.
Looks like we'll need Tata to run a few more scans. I think it's cooled down enough.
Maybe the trailer isn't canon. Anyways.
Tata, are you alright?
It seems a little hesitant. The previous scan overheated Tata, and it might not hold up if we use it over and over again. We need to improve our scanning efficiency to reduce the number of scans. Maybe we can find a better position and locate multiple Blight cores at once?
The Blight is messing up the radio comms. We lost Andre again.
There's a protocom signal tower in the park. We can use it to amplify our signals. What is it, Administrator?
Oh. Okay.
So you're saying...
But wasn't that what Perlica was saying?
Enman, did you just remember something? Like you did when you were repairing stuff earlier?
The Endman has a far better understanding of Originium circuitry compared to anyone else. Let's have faith in the Endman's judgment. We can see the signal tower from here, but the surface roads are blocked. Let's try our luck going through the underground path.
I thought I remembered that it was my idea, but reading this again, it seems like Perlica was suggesting it first.
These drones, they won't blow us up, right?
In position. Face your ass!
Yeah, she was saying that we could connect Tata to that signal tower to amplify the ether analysis thingy. Anyways, it was a joint effort, let's call it, right? After all, no one knows Originium like I do. What's this? Recipient Yvonne, order ID redacted, goods, 1 liter tub of custom nail varnish powder, no UV required, plus blight proof foundation, plus transparent film free. Notes, got big horns. Yep, sounds like Yvonne. she's ordering cosmetics and makeup in the middle of all of this. That's funny. And yeah, she has big horns, which apparently she paints, as well as her tail. Oops, spoilers. Sorry.
The area up ahead was used for Originium cultivation.
Originium cultivation. Ah yeah, you've mentioned this before.
Look, it's a trap, just like the movies.
I do wonder how they do that, how they cultivate Originium. Well, these are laser traps.
Something else. Yvonne probably made these.
They don't cut you into 1,000 tiny pieces like Resident Evil. They just knock you back. Good for us. Bad if it's an LB. I want that sliced.
You're not landbreakers, right?
None of us look like landbreakers, okay?
We're the Enfield's crisis team. Why are you hiding here?
It's those landbreakers. We were still running our tests in the park when the alarm sounded. And then, we started hearing Yvonne's broadcasts telling us to assemble here immediately. Once everyone got here, those special mechanisms started firing lasers. I know they helped keep the landbreakers out, but they also kept us in this place.
Well, that Does sound like Yvonne.
So, how are things outside? Is it safe?
There are still plenty of landbreakers on the ground floor. There is the Blight as well.
I guess the underground is safer for now. Yvonne was right.
Fabian and Eliza are also looking for you. They should be here soon enough.
They're here. The Security Bureau have never left us behind. If they're around, the others are likely safe too, right? This is great news.
You seem to believe in them.
As crewmates of the UWST, we treat the Security Bureau as the provider of security itself. Things always get better once the Bureau takes action. The Collinses have worked in the Valley for 2 generations. Old Man Collins even took part in the construction of the research center. Everyone here has faith in the young Collins siblings.
That's great. You can relax a little. The Collinses
At least
will take you
one
all
of
to
them,
safety.
right?
We'll have to keep moving to carry out our mission.
So, Yvonne's the one who left all these crazy traps around.
And from what I'm seeing, they prove to be rather effective.
So, what's Operator Yvonne like in real life?
Yvonne's someone with quite a personality.
I'm sorry, I've mentioned this before, but I really feel the need to mention it at least one more time. I've heard a lot of content creators out there calling her Yvonne. Yvonne this, Yvonne that, Yvonne, and it's wrong. It's driving me crazy. I don't know why you call her that. Just listen to the characters in the game calling her Yvonne. That's the right way to call her name. I mean, why would you... Anyways, maybe giving it too much importance, I'm sorry, but it's driving me a little bit crazy hearing so much Yvonne when it's Yvonne.
Lasers in a movie. Wow!
I'm sorry.
These lasers can move!
Which movie, Chen? Because there's Resident Evil, there's Get Smart, there's... I forgot that movie name with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Zeta? Anyways. Lots of movies, so which one are you referring to?
Let's try connecting Tata to this signal tower.
But let's activate the TP first. That's the rule.
Signal tower is undamaged. We can activate it straight away, but I don't know if Tata can pull it off in its current state.
Incredible! You did it! You're the best!
This overheating will burn through the chassis. We should call Yvonne.
I think we broke it. Oops, Yvonne, it's not gonna be happy.
Perlica, is it you? Are you accompanying my prototype? Why is it signal in the park? I tried contacting it, but keep getting error messages.
Are you Yvonne? Help us! Tata isn't looking good at all!
What on Talos is a Tata? Tell me about the prototype.
It's getting hotter, and the readings of various modules are getting increasingly unstable. Mr. Andre furnished it with a large area arts unit. We linked the prototype to a signal tower, and then attempted a single blight scan for the entire place.
You what? I was the one who made that module, and the front end isn't even calibrated for stability. Scanning with it is a terrible, terrible idea. Send me the usage logs. Ah, I knew it. It must be that big old livery. Oh, by Talos! He wrote an overly simplistic access command for the large area alerts unit. It acquired way too much unverified data without authorization. No wonder we're getting this problem. Blasted blightery! Okay, I'll fix this first and settle the scores later. That silly owl gotta write that maintenance manual now. He's got no more excuses! Come find me at my lab, quickly! And don't use that function again!
Got it. Is there anything we should look out for along the way?
Watch out for the land breakers along the way and... wait! Aren't you even worried about me?
I might be concerned if you were somewhere else, but... I thought the park is your territory.
Obviously. Don't be fooled by the breakers and their ridiculous posturing. They walked right into my trap! My welcoming party is en route! Keep your eyes peeled for a spectacle!
Yeah, she sounds too relaxed. Don't you think?
That's Yvonne for you. What's this Mr. Yvonne like? I'm so confused.
What do you mean, Mr.?
Once you meet Yvonne face to face.
I mean, even if you haven't seen her, Yvonne is pretty clearly... never mind. Right, so every time you reach a new area of the map, if there's blight in the area, most likely there will be a Protocom signal tower where you'll need to take Tata, connect it, and be able to scan all the blight areas. You can now use your scanner, the portable scanner that you're carrying, hotkey R, to reveal those cores if they aren't already revealed. And it's a simple matter of just hitting the core, get rid of the blight. Something that I failed to notice and even remember after this, apologies in advance, is that if you can't reach a core because it's too high, it's a difficult to access place, you can still throw a bomb at it. Yeah, those portable explosives that you can make with your AC factory, you can carry them in your bag, you can use them from the quick access tool. You can just throw a bomb at it and if it's already revealed, the blight will also disappear.
Now these filthy obstacles no longer hinder our advance.
In fact, maybe easier than just landing the final strike.
Vaughn, I really wanted to ask this question from the start. Did you make those drone bombers?
Of course I did! I see you've already met my Tweety bombs!
Tweety bombs?
By the way, Yvonne, what's up with the voice changer? I mean, I already know who you are, so... Even if I didn't in the story, right? You can just drop it now. You're talking to us, not to the LBs. So... kinda getting a little bit annoying, to be honest. What the... brother, ew! What's that, brother?
Their bodies!
Those are normal
Stay sharp. I believe they have lost their minds.
LBs.
Give it a blast. Veritas be with you.
Damn, they're like blighted LBs. Well, I mean, supposedly LBs are already some
Frigid output.
form of way using the blight, but these are overrun by it. But they're like zombies, and they're much tougher to kill, much harder to kill.
Yvonne, we are inside the research center. There are a lot of extremely dangerous landbreakers in this building. Is your lab safe?
Don't worry. Those blighted fools can't reach my place because I got my gadgets. Fixing my prototype is the top priority now. You need to take it to the Power Plateau, yeah? Well then, you better hurry.
We are making our way to the second floor. We should follow your guide drone, right?
Why do I get the feeling that I just picked up something nasty? Pungent jerky. What the hell? I just picked that up from one of those blighted LBs. What's this? We need higher algorithmic capacities and cooling facilities and well naturally. Can simply lift an Originium information weighing 200,000 metric tons, or a version containing the ether ruptures still have a long way to go. Alright. So, why would I want rotten, possessed LB jerky? I mean, why did you have to call it that way? Couldn't you just call it, I don't know, sample or something? I don't have a weak stomach. I used to work with... I was a med student and I worked with... Anyways, you don't want to know. So, let's continue through the facility, shall we? Hey! Where did you come from?
In position.
Guys okay?
Just got ambushed by some stupid goons. We're on it.
Spawned out of nowhere. Wow, did you see that? They're attacking the normal nowadays.
Joy in the language of celebration.
And these guys are just annoying to dodge. Whoa, whoa. Try to ambush me. Anyways.
We reached the second floor. Which way should we go?
The lab is to our right, but the blight clogged the way.
So take the path with no blight, duh. I've sent new guide drones to your place. Just follow their lights.
Okay, simple. So, yeah, these guys are a little bit more annoying to fight. They're more difficult to dodge because they make a continuous attack.
Use it to reach my place.
Looks like we'll have to jump onto these platforms to get to the corridor.
And they require so many hits to go down.
See the drones? I usually have them move stuff around this room for me.
Nope. Let's go back up. Run, run, run. Made it. Okay, where to now? Okay, here.
Just go down the corridor and you'll find my lab. There's a control panel at the doorway. Perlica's supervisor authority level should grant you access.
Supervisor authority level. And what about my authority level? I'm the admin. Oh, let me guess. You don't know me or you don't know that I'm here. I mean, given Yvonne's position, status within Enfield, I would expect her to know me. Maybe she just doesn't know that I'm here. Which is still weird, but anyways. Alrighty.
That's the control panel. It's just like the one we saw at the gate of the park.
Let's take care of the enemies
They're just banging their heads against the door. A little bit of lag, sorry there. Feeling hopeless, try escaping the other way. Clearly written by Yvonne. Come on, there you go. Normal now. So that's the blasted light that didn't let us through. And it's annoying because sometimes you'll have to do this, go through a long way around or solve some puzzle just because you couldn't get through a blight because the core was on the other side.
Containing materials.
Dodged it.
Veritas be with me.
Ready to support.
It's also annoying fighting large groups of this because they spread so much, and while Lazarite is great at attacking large group numbers, she still needs them to band up together, you know? Alright, let's see what's behind door number 1.
Light. That stuff will eat its way through your system. Your skin will rot away, and then you'll feel real sick, puke all over the place, and suffer some serious mutt butt.
Mud butt.
Feel that? Ooh! Depth readings are rising. You'll be that. Yeah, that. Oh, and by the way, one by one your fingers will start going. Hello? Oh. Aha. You got in. That's quick. Supervisor Perlica! Oh, you're finally here. What took you so long?
It reminded me a lot of that scene.
Where's Andre?
He's still at the hub base. Mr. Andre told us that we need to use your machine to seal the rift in the sky. And we must get there quickly.
Andre? He still owes me for that bet. He promised to design the art's dissemination device. If he'd pulled that off, you'd have super bombtails as your armed escorts. But he's delayed that module for 6 friggin' months! Oh, by the way, who's behind the mask, Supervisor Perlica?
So she doesn't know me.
This is our administrator. We're working as a team to resolve the most pressing issue of Valley 4.
The administrator? Does that mean things are looking ultra bad right now?
Yeah, that definitely means that the trailer is not canon. Which is unfortunate.
From the stories I've heard about you, Endman, if something needs you to step in, it must be huge.
Miss Yvonne? I was really expecting someone completely different. What were you doing just now?
Ahem. I was striking fear into those LBs. Had to sound a little more intimidating. I also tried to keep the freakish breakers in the research center. If any of them got out, people outside would be in serious trouble.
But won't those Landbreaker housemates make you uncomfortable?
Well, this turf isn't theirs. I know the park like the back of my hand. Honestly, this place might even be safer than my actual home. I can also control door locks and room access from here. They'll never get into this bunker. My only problem is the blight messes outside. They will be sticking around for a while. Now that my baby bot's here, I believe I have a solution.
Well, that explains a lot. The place does look cozy, to a certain point. Not entirely my style.
I've just remotely acquired data from the prototype. The core modules are still intact, but repair work will be extensive and challenging. I've witnessed the Power Plateau incident and the rift, and they're not too different from the scenarios that Andre and I cooked up. The prototype is indeed our only way to turn things around, but you really made a mess of it. The prototype is essentially a specialized automated arts unit. It is programmed with a special suite of Originium arts that it can cast. Its arts are designed to trigger an Originium energy pulse. The pulse would then cause small rifts in the material universe to structurally disintegrate and collapse completely. Now, do you have any idea how dangerous this process is?
No. You used some really hard words.
I'll translate that for you. Improper use won't solve your rift problem. In fact, you might end up damaging or even destroying the prototype. Are you nuts or what? Seriously, who came up with this crazy idea?
You know, I'm actually not really sure, but I'm gonna take the bullet just in case it was a bad idea. You can blame Chen. No, I did. Oh.
If it's the administrator, then... Well, I'm glad that the prototype is alright and managed to help you out. I'll get it fixed. But don't do that again, please. Anyway, this lab is too cramped for carrying out the repairs. We gotta take the prototype to the repair platform at the back gate. And since you're here anyway, I'd appreciate it if you'd be nice enough to clean up my unwanted LB housemates. I was calibrating the power output of the replacement parts when you came in, and I'm almost done.
You seem like someone who works in organized ways. But your room looks completely different.
Looks completely different? I've carefully set up every corner of this room. It's like catching a moment of inspiration during science. It's all about intuition and instincts.
Yeah, I don't know what you
You may
mean,
rest
Chen.
here.
It looks fine.
Don't poke around my stuff. We'll head down once you're ready. Well, you can actually hang around and stretch your legs. But since you said that... Endman, I got a stack of vinyls over there. Pick a nice song for me.
Alright.
Let's see if you can pick out my favorite song. If you hit the mark, you might even make my work productivity skyrocket.
Alright, I'll try my best. So, Yvonne, everybody, we finally meet her.
Betting on you, Endman.
And she has an amazing design. And she has great firepower.
Blueprints for the prototype. Brings back old memories. That particular iteration would be Professor Crow's work.
Because she uses guns. Yeah, that's her weapon. Right now, at this moment of the gameplay, we still had Gilberto's banner, but Yvonne's banner, which is currently on, was about to come, and I will be pawning for her. Well, actually already...
That's more expensive than it looks. It's worth something like...
I already tried, but I'm not gonna spoil the surprise of whether I got her or not. You'll see in a future video. Hopefully the next one. Or the one after that, maybe? You'll find out. Anyways, so Yvonne, great design character. I like her personality, I like her voice, I like her kit a lot. And yeah, good character to bully if you can. That doesn't mean anything. I'm not spoiling anything yet. But clearly matches the design. Funny because, yeah, from the trailer that I saw, everyone should know the admin. No, apparently not everyone knows her or him if you have him. Funny about the interaction regarding the idea of who come up with the using Tata for scanning the ether and plugging it to the tower. I've seen other people's videos regarding whether you blame yourself or Chen. If you blame Chen, she gets really angry. I mean, Yvonne gets really angry at her. And to be honest, you're the admin, you're on the top of Endfield. So why not take the blame? I haven't seen what happens when you blame Perlica, so if you'd like to take that into consideration, if you haven't been to this part yet. But if you did, comment which option did you choose. I think I made the right call, because if you blame Chen, I saw in that cutscene from that other person, Perlica gives you a really mean look.
Your taste is exactly the same as Andre's. He's the one that left that vinyl here.
While blaming myself, she
Andre
gave me a
couldn't stop
more,
talking about you,
oh,
especially
you
when
did
he
good
started going
ending
off on
look.
his heroic achievements. He kept squawking about how the two of you planned out the AIC factory, blah blah blah, and it seems like he wasn't exaggerating.
Oh. Okay.
This music really does fit someone your age.
Wait, what?
Did you and Andre listen to this together?
Did you just call me old?
But it's not the best music for work. Can we switch to something else?
I just called Unk. Anyways, I thought retro was gonna be her style, but fine.
Ooh,
That's...
that one was delivered last week. I didn't even have a chance to listen to it yet. It's pretty nice, but also a little boring. My Tweety Bombs would probably switch to sleep mode immediately if they listened to this. But then again, this might be Perlica's kind of music. What type of music does Perlica like again? Music that's just like her, quiet and serene. Her playlist is just a couple of the same old songs. People say that the Endmen...
The music is certainly something I prefer.
Wait, go back. The admin what?
It reminds me of the
People
past.
say that the admin what?
See? I'm right. But this music is a little slow.
Oh, don't leave me
Having
like
this as
that.
the work BGM is gonna half my work performance. Let's switch to something else. Why don't you search the crate next to the table? Now that would be my special collection. This is it! Perfect! Oh, this is my absolute favorite. You know me so well, Endmin. How did you even guess?
Well, it does sound like your style.
I listened to this song while building the baby bot. It really brings back the good old memories. Not exactly. BabyBot is really big. Andre helped a lot in technical verification and validation, as well as final assembly. Nevertheless, I'm completely disappointed by the colors he chose for the coding. He's just like those Woosters. Their outdated taste makes their work dull. I can't feel passion in it.
Okay. Well, it's Enfield colors. White and yellow.
Tata sounds like a pretty name.
White,
I like it.
black and yellow, yeah. I mean, if you wanted to paint it pink, I understand, but not a big fan of pink. Love your design, but I would make a few changes.
Is faster than expected. You helped a lot, Endmin. Thanks for the music. And voila! Job done. Let's go!
Yeah,
Okay,
hold on.
I'll wait for you.
I need to get prepared because we're well over an hour now. I think this is a good place to stop for now. And rather than going through my yeah, that jerky stuff, disgusting. So rather than going through my usual outro, I think I'll use this chill place to go through my thoughts. Good place. I mean, the design of the Originium Science Park is kind of cool. I mean, it's not as impressive as the Ober Quarry, but as we already found out, not everything is about looks. Wish it was. Like the Dijon, it's a cool place to do cool stuff with an amazing view. Yeah, this does sound like Ivan's music. But yeah, the Originium Science Park is basically to progress the story. It is a cool place. I'm sure it has nice puzzles that I haven't reached yet.
Like my robotic servo arm? I used it to assemble the prototype.
And cool puzzles. And in fact, here we have the Originium circuitry piece that I still haven't found that I will be needing for the future. And yeah, this is basically gonna be taking us through a long road. The next place is going to be also interesting. What else should I say right now? Well, we have Gilbert's banner. I'm gonna be making a... No, actually, no, I don't have any pulls. But look at the amount of ore barrel that I have. I'm gonna be gathering a little bit more before Ivan's banner comes in. 3 days left on this banner. Of course, this is the past. It already moved on to Ivan's banner. In fact, I think we have a few days until Ivan's banner is over. I think 4 days is it at the moment that I'm recording this. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for being here, for joining me again in one more episode. If you liked it, please consider liking and subscribing. Not obligatory, but it greatly helps. I'll see you in the next episode. My name is Koshxs, and I wish you have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.
Two souls colliding. We shared the pieces of ourselves. It's perfect timing now. We fueled the flames, but we're still learning to trust, learning to trust. It's never enough, never enough. Burning me up, burning me up. Don't fight the fire. Too much, too fast to burn us out. We walk the wire, love. Don't make me read your mind, I know it. Learning to trust, learning to trust. It's never enough, never enough. Burning me up.